real reasons why Jimmy Uso was arrested. TMZ broke the shocking news this week that top SmackDown Live Superstar Jimmy Uso had been arrested in Detroit from a drunk and disorderly encounter with the authorities. Jimmy Uso and his wife, another fellow WWE superstar Naomi, were caught driving down a one-way street in the wrong direction, which brought them to the police's attention, and it seems like this was a good thing, as matters could have got much worse. According to the report, the law enforcement stated that the vehicle they were in smelled clearly of alcohol, which prompted them to ask the wrestler to get out of the car. However, instead of stepping out calmly, the son of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi decided to step out as if he was in the middle of the ring, with the authorities stating he squared up like he wanted a fight. This ultimately led to Jimmy being taken to the real-life Uso penitentiary as his behavior was deemed out of line. Jimmy had removed his shirt and jacket when getting out of the car, which prompted the officer to pull out his stun gun due to fearing of his own safety. After all, while they might not look as big when standing opposite to the Belgian brothers or other incredible tall wrestlers such as Luke Gallows, the fact remains that both the Usos are very big men, much larger than the average-sized convict that the authorities have to deal with. Thankfully, for Jimmy's sake, he eventually relaxed, calmed down, and complied with the officer's commands and was handcuffed and taken to custody, where he was arrested on charges of disorderly conduct and obstruction. While he later posted bond and is now out and free, it didn't take long for the wrestling Twitter world to get a hold of his mugshot, with Jimmy joining the countless other high-profile wrestlers such as the Hardy Boys and Kurt Angle to have their mugshots shared to the world. Even though the car stank of alcohol, Naomi didn't get arrested during the situation, although more details about the entire scenario are likely to be revealed in the near future. WWE released a very brief blunt statement on the matter to the Wrestling Observer, claiming Jonathan is responsible for his own personal actions. The briefness of the statement was clearly done on purpose, but it also isn't a positive sign for the Uso. Of course, WWE is unlikely to fire Jimmy and Naomi for the situation, as it isn't going to bring quite enough negative publicity, but it also doesn't mean that they're simply going to get away with it. WWE management has a tendency to punish talent through storylines and matches, often having wrestlers who are causing issues outside of the ring to lose in quick and simple scenarios. With both of them set for high-profile matches at the upcoming Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, it isn't a good sign that either of the couple will be walking away with tag team gold, which is obviously a major shame for their respective tag team partners, Jey Uso and Carmella. There is certainly a chance that WWE might look to pull Naomi from the historic Elimination Chamber to crown the first ever Women's Tag Team Championships, but because she wasn't arrested, that is unlikely to happen. However, the Usos' upcoming match with Shane McMahon and The Miz might have a different story, as WWE won't be pleased with so much negative press this close to a pay-per-view, especially on the road to WrestleMania. This also won't please the E! Network, with the couple often being featured in the cast of Total Divas. While the show is built up on drama and situations such as this, having people on the cast actually be arrested is something even the reality series might want to stay clear of. Even though the Usos are one of, if not the best tag team in the world, constant bad publicity can change management and fans' opinions on a wrestler very quickly. And this is a second issue involving the tag team. It was only back in January of 2018 that Jimmy's brother Jay was arrested for a similar issue. While the team were champions at the time and likely had a little more backing from the WWE, the company certainly wasn't happy when Jay was arrested for driving under the influence. The fact that Jimmy has now been busted for a very similar problem, all evolving around drinking and driving, isn't a good sign, as it's clear the team isn't learning from its mistakes, as WWE's rehab program is known to be very good. If the issue for the Usos does become very serious, it's likely that they will be sent there, but thankfully, this is going to be a slap on the wrist and will then be forgotten about, but perhaps don't expect them to walk out on Sunday with the titles.